Hey everyone, it's John Wright with Overlanding and Robotics, and I've got a rattle under the truck. So I lowered the spare tire and I'm up underneath, and this is what I found. This is a heat shield that is above the exhaust. That's the culprit. So looks like that's there. We don't want to just take it down because I think that might be good to have there. So I think we can fix it. Notice that the washer is almost all broken through. It's almost, rusted around it, or it's just broken through this. So I need looks like a bigger washer, and this one here is completely gone, so I need to fix that. I don't know if we got anything else supporting it up in the front, but we'll take it down first. First thing we'll do is we'll get this out of here and we'll take a look at it, and hopefully we can just replace that with some new hardware. Okay, so one thing I've got going on here is looks like some rusted bolts. So I'm going to hit that with some PB Blaster. I'm going to use a rag and put it over the top of the exhaust. The truck is cold right now, so that looks like it'd be a good idea. Just to catch most of it, because we don't need to have PB Blaster all over the hot exhaust. Okay, you could use a 10mm wrench if you're not all rusted up. And my shoulder's bothering me a little bit, so I think I'm going to be using today my impact, my small impact. And I got a little swivel here to get to the location. I think that'll work just fine, but I'm going to give that a shot. Okay, the heat shield is out, and well, this is what we have. You can see that these are worn, and this was what was holding that in. There was no washer. This had a washer back here, but that is barely holding that up. And the one in the front was also a small, as you can see, is not going to hold that in there. Now, I couldn't get the front one out because of the location. Just very difficult to get to with the tools I have. I don't think that's really critical. In fact, there's enough threads there, I might even be able to just put another one of these on top of that and just hold it up. But I think if I put bigger washers back here and here, I can suspend this up just fine. So we're going to try that, and I just can't get my impact on that one just because the location is just no good angles. Barely do it on these. Okay, so let's see what the hardware we can find, see what the hardware store will allow for us to do. Okay, I think I've engineered a solution for us here. This is in the back where we have the biggest erosion here. This is worn out. I actually have a leftover washer here for the front upper control arms that I removed. So I'm going to place that there, and then the smaller 1.5 inch over the top, and then I got a straight 1.5 inch. That'll be fine in that location. And we put our nut right there, nut right there, and the front one is just going to locate over the one that's already there, that's kind of frozen. This is, by the way, this is the one that I'm replacing. This is the only one that had this washer was in the back. So we'll see if I need to do anything with the front one, but I think this is the plan. Okay, we are all finished up here. So what I did was still have in the rear that big washer, okay, that was off of an upper control arm, and then a standard flat washer, fender washer. And this is an extra nut that I found in my loose nuts and bolts tray that happened to fit on there, and I'm using that there because it's easier to kind of fit that. The middle one is just like I showed. There's the fender washer, and there's the original nut on the location point. And then, I don't know if we can see it or not, but let's see here. There it is. There's the forward one, and that forward one, I wasn't gonna put one on there, but it wasn't as secure as I wanted. I couldn't get that nut off, so what I did was I just put a flat washer, fender washer, and that, you know, nut that I had from the back, moved it up here, put that on, and you can see this whole thing is tight now. Look, it's not moving at all. So I think we are fixed. All right. Okay, that was a pretty easy fix. Get rid of that little rattle noise. If you've got one of those rattles in the back of your GX, maybe hopefully that'll give you a little bit of help. I didn't say anything online about it, but it turned out to be pretty simple. Just something that you can just repair with a couple pieces of new hardware. You don't even need to buy a new part, and some large fender washers and nuts, and you're off and rolling. So take care.